Welcome to VAR India News Hour. It's time for the e-commerce retailers to secure supply chains. It's no secret that e-commerce would become the future of retail, but thanks to challenges created by the pandemic, COVID-19 is the catalyst for industry-wide disruption. With this, there has been a steady rise in the volume of online traffic caused by consumers turning to the internet and social media to shop online for everyday essentials without leaving their home. It is high time to understand the changing retail landscape and the evolution of consumer habits and preferences. Now consumers have started working in the hybrid atmosphere. There are certain reputed organizations looking at how they can use supply chain and logistics technology to skip regional distribution centers and get their products into the hands of consumers faster. Security of supply chains is becoming massively important. Supply chain holders speak about how they are more concerned about cyber threats happening frequently. This chain is long and disciplinary in multiple terms, acquiring collaboration from production, retailing, customer support, and most importantly, the IT section. Digitization and modernization of transactions bring security. Encryption helps in protecting data and prevents data loss. To initiate a secured e-commerce retail, there is an urgent need for the supply chains to take care of. Data protection is of foremost importance for any company, be it a startup or a multi-millionaire company. Secure supply chains involve sources that can be trusted and taken care of. Frauds can happen in any form as data is exchanged on many loops. From the manufacturer to customer, several stages pass by and so does the information. Fraud prevention techniques works the most here. The critical data exists in a location which is only known among the employees. However, channelizing these locations should be through accurate government norms and industry standards for ensuring safety of hidden information. Nowadays, it is not just the third party but also the involvement of fourth parties and others for transportation and services. Risks of information leakage are more when it comes to involvement of many parties. This has to be taken care of. Let's look into today's headlines in VAR India. Rajnath Singh inaugurates first private sector defence manufacturing facility. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh on Saturday inaugurated the first operationalized private sector defence manufacturing facility in the Uttar Pradesh Defence Industrial Corridor. This plant will help in building a strong and Atmanirbhar Bharat by reducing the country's dependence on imports for all platforms which require titanium and nickel super alloys. The facility run by Aeroloy Technologies will manufacture parts of engines for aircraft and helicopters, structural parts for aircraft, drones and UAVs, submarines, ultralight artillery guns and space launch vehicles among others. Rajnath Singh termed the facility as a shining example of strong public-private partnership. Government to increase solar manufacturing's PLI funding to 24,000 crore rupees. Power and New and Renewable Energy Minister R.K. Singh said that the government will soon enhance the funding under the Production-Linked Incentive Scheme for the domestic solar cells and module manufacturing to Rs 24,000 crore from the existing Rs 4,500 crore to make India an exporting nation. The PLI scheme, known as National Programme on High Efficiency Solar PV Modules, approved by the Union Cabinet, is aimed at reducing import dependence in a strategic sector like electricity and adding 10,000 megawatt manufacturing capacity of integrated solar PV modules, entailing direct investment of Rs 17,200 crore at present. Singh also informed that at present solar module manufacturing capacity in the country is 8,800 megawatt, while the solar cell manufacturing capacity is 2,500 megawatt. Telangana government to spend Rs 10,000 crore for strengthening the health sector. Health Minister T. Harish Rao on Saturday said that the government will invest Rs 10,000 crore to improve public healthcare facilities in the state. Inaugurating an upgrade 100-bed ICU in the state-run Nilofal Children's Hospital, the minister said the government was planning to add another 800 beds in the hospital. Rao also informed about planning the construction of 4 medical towers in 4 directions in Hyderabad to provide the best healthcare facilities to the poor. Rao said when Telangana was formed, there were only 5 government medical colleges which have now gone up to 21. 9 more colleges will be operational from next year. Implementation of T+1 settlement cycle to go a long way in protecting investor interest, says SEBI chief. SEBI chief Ajay Tyagi said that the decision to implement T+1 settlement cycle in a phased manner beginning February 2022 will go a long way in protecting investors' interest. The announcement came after SEBI in September permitted stock exchanges to introduce T+1 settlement cycle from January 1, 2022 on any of the securities available in the equity segment. T+1 means that market trade related settlements will need to be cleared within 1 day of the actual transactions taking place. Stock exchanges NSE and BSE earlier this month announced that they will implement the T+1 settlement cycle in a phased manner starting February 25 with the bottom 100 stocks in terms of market value. 500 stocks will be added based on the same market value criteria from the last Friday of March and so on every following month. S&T inks agreement with Circle Blue for ECR integration. ESP Coin's parent company, Digital S&T, has entered into an agreement with Circle Blue from Croatia to work together to integrate cryptocurrency on their electronic cash register network. eDollarP will be used as a form of currency and loyalty reward points. The agreement covering East African countries is the first step of realizing the goal of making digital payments available to all. Using eDollarP in a merchant ecosystem allows anyone with a digital wallet on a smartphone to take advantage of digital payments for online services or real products. The first crypto-enabled ECR networks for East Africa will be launched in the first half of 2022. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VAR India News Magazine. You can download the VAR India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.